Hi, it's Wesley with Expandacraft. We are about to launch the first test. I haven't actually tested it out myself at all. This is the rowing mechanism that I put together for my 16-foot 9-inch Expandacraft, and it is 4 feet wide. After we're done doing the test on rowing, we're going to set this up as a motorboat with a small electric motor and a seat so that you can see that. Just to give you an idea of the stability of this thing, you can stand on one side. I'm a 200-pound guy, and you can bounce up and down. You're not going to flip it over because it is catamaran. It doesn't have the same roll that a kayak is, or any center or single hull boat. In other words, I could get all the way out here on the edge and bounce up and down. I can submerge this hull, but that one will not roll over because it doesn't have what's called a riding moment. It's not pivoting on its center axis like a kayak or a canoe. That's what turns those over. This is a multi-hull, a catamaran, different altogether. So if you can imagine it with a fishing apparatus, you can pull yourself up from a seat that has more of an upright position to keep your legs in front of you. But because this is a rowing machine, I'm flat down on the bottom. And yes, don't give me too much love about my seat cushion. This is just prototype day number 1. I am going to have a nice padded seat with everything. By the way, and come on in close, I want to tell you a little something about the boat while I'm here. Now, this boat is modular. I have had so many people when I make my videos say, well, that's too big to fit in my truck or my driveway. Well, this whole thing breaks down right where the black and the tan parts go. This is a modular boat. All of the boat parts, the entire boat fits in the back of my pickup truck. And I'm not talking about the bed of the truck. I have just an extra cab truck. It fits behind my seat. The deckings are 8 feet and they go in the bed of the truck. But that's it. All right, I'm going to, for the first time ever, give this a shot. So we're going to pause just. So here I go, pushing myself off the dock. Being that I'm going to be rowing backwards, I have to turn all the way around. So I'm going to use my oar to get me turned around. Let me get out here first. Oh, it just takes nothing to make it move. This is going forward. All right, here we go. Got to get used to exactly where to go.
It's the first ever test run of the rowing Expandacraft.
Oh man, this is fast. Look at that.
He's going to be out of range shortly. He's going quite fast.
I'll come back here right at you.
He was inspired to make this because he was looking at a number of different rowing kits and wanted to do a forward row. So this is the first prototype of just a regular backward facing rowing boat. We do have quite a bit of wind here, so I apologize if there is wind noise. We are at Rock Landing in Panacea, Florida. And it's a nice breezy day. And he looks like he's doing fairly well with steering. Wesley, how's it going with the steering?
Well, this is my first time, and already my foot block moved a little bit, but I'm really having to get used to feathering the prop, the oar. You can make the oars fixed. This is my first time rowing any boat. Wow, it's just amazing how fast it goes with just the first couple of...
Well, you've got a lot of leverage with those long oars, right?
Yeah, I bought the long ones, so. I mean, it is a 16-foot wide boat. You're not going to
turn on a dime.
This thing in a circle fast. But hey, if you're just...
And it looks like you can sort of forward row a little bit.
You can forward row, but then you don't get as much.
Right. You don't get the back and forth sliding action.
Yeah, so I'd say this is a pretty good success. And that is it out of the way.
So what's the next step for the rowing Expandacraft?
I'm going to just learn to row better. I think...
Any modifications on the design planned?
Well, I have to, obviously the foot peg here that I have, it slid down, so I only had it strapped. I only had it strapped, not fixed. One, because I don't know where it needs to go yet. I needed to see the film to see where my body weight is when I'm rowing, and then I can fix the footrest. And that footrest is just a block of wood that I made to test it out. Again, this is just a prototype. And for those of you who didn't already see on the previous video, the mechanism, I tried to find a rowing exercise machine and then just get the slider seat off of that. I couldn't find one anywhere used, and they're like hundreds of dollars new. And so I bought a skateboard. And what I did is I took the rubber out of the trucks and put washers there, steel, so it doesn't act as a skateboard anymore. It's locked in that position. And so gravity just holds it in place, so you wouldn't want to turn over anyway. But you'd be hard pressed to turn this boat over. And I think I need a thinner seat cushion. This actually is for my dinner table. So very much a prototype day.
And this is how inventors work.
This is how it's done. I mean, I'm going to post this on YouTube the first time I take it out, with me kind of fumbling around. I think what I'm going to do too is take a line on the front here, a cable, so that when I'm putting the real power to it, that there's no flex in those posts that come up. Oh, by the way, these posts removed, and you can put it on here. So I decided to do that. If I need the oars to be farther forward or backwards, then I can put it this way, that way, or inboard. But what I really need to do, if you'll look in here, again, this is because I had this kind of thing. Right here, these oar locks are made to screw down and hold the oars where they don't rotate. So if you want it like that. But this collar is for an oar lock that's bigger than what I have. I have them on order, but I don't have them today. So they will go down to here and rotate. But I tell you, it's a little tricky feathering it. So I think I'm going to have to learn how to make it go straight by feathering, because I find myself putting it in and, oh, I forgot to feather this one. So I'm sure that's a few hours and everything's going to be fine. Well, that's it, folks. Expandacraft.com. Please do me this favor before we go on to the motorboat phase of this. I want you to subscribe to my channel and hit like. Make a comment. You'd be surprised how much help that is for me. The algorithms on YouTube won't post me, won't keep me, won't make me go viral unless I start getting likes and shares and subscriptions. So do that for me, American made Expandacraft, and you'll help me out a lot. And go to expandacraft.com.